Hello everyone, this is Ted with OAXRAY, and today we're going to go over the Amazon official dropshipping policy. As we get started, I'd like to go over Amazon's specific dropshipping policy and what they say about dropshippers. This was recently updated June 2015 or possibly May 2015. And they made a few big changes, so I'm going to talk about those here. So first, if you intend to fulfill orders using a dropshipper, you must always be the seller of record of your products. Identify yourself as a seller of your products on all packing slips and other information provided. Be responsible for accepting and processing customer returns of your products and comply with all other terms of seller agreement and the applicable Amazon policies. Now let's go over being the seller of record. Whenever you dropship from an authentic dropshipping company, they're generally going to put your name as the seller of record. So even if you get a package and it comes from my dropshipper, they're going to say it came from me. That's how official dropshippers will work. Also, on the packing slip, they're also going to put your name. So I know that some big companies dropship, for instance, Toys R Us. If you order some things from them, sometimes you don't get it from a Toys R Us website or warehouse. Sometimes it will come from the manufacturer, the supplier warehouse, and it will actually have their name on it. But you'll notice that the boxes are different. You'll notice that sometimes the boxes say where the item is coming from directly. The third one is you're going to be responsible for accepting and processing returns. One thing that people have been doing when drop shipping from retailers, online retailers like Walmart or Target, is they have been having the customer return those items directly back to Walmart, directly back to Target. So now they're saying you must process those yourself, because sending it back to Walmart, sending it back to Target was a bad customer experience. And you also must comply with all other terms of your seller agreement and applicable Amazon policies. For me, this speaks directly to retail dropshipping, because on the other terms of policies, you're not allowed to have other company material in your shipment. So if you're shipping an item, dropshipping, and it comes from Walmart, let's say, Walmart is going to put their Walmart flyer in there. They're going to put their Walmart branded receipt in there. They're going to put all their Walmart branded items into the box. This would be against the terms of service, because it's telling the customer that they didn't come from Amazon. It's telling them that they came from one of these other stores, these other retail stores. So that is one reason that they made these exclusions. As at the bottom, we see examples of drop shipping that is not permitted. Purchasing a product from another online retailer and having it directly shipped to the customers. People keep asking me about dropshipping on Amazon, and every time I have to send them to this rule, it's pretty specific. They specifically said no online retailers can ship directly to the customer. So if you're doing this, know that you're risking your account, because at any time Amazon can come back and they can say, well, here is the box coming from Walmart or Target or wherever you're drop shipping from. And also excluded would be shipping orders with packing slips, invoices, and other information indicating a seller name or contact information other than your own. Whenever you retail drop ship, almost always you're going to have phone numbers and email addresses that go directly back to the seller of records, which would be whoever you drop from, Target, Walmart, whatever the place is. So there are a few online places that do drop shipping for you. Dollar Days being one of them. You can sign up for their drop shipping program and they will actually drop ship for you. But these other retail sites will not do the specific things that you have to do in order to be within the Amazon guidelines. So let me quickly show you something that someone that I found that in my opinion, is probably a dropshipper, so that you will know what a dropshipper looks like, and it's kind of easy for you to point them out. So here's a Lego large creative brick blocks. Generally, dropshippers are on listings where the price is inflated. Because if you're drop shipping from another retailer and everyone's selling it for $19.99, you have to be at a higher price to make your margins. So I scroll down here and I see this B Gum 9, and they have a lot of star ratings, 97% positive. And we look here and we see that generally these people do not ship very quickly. And as we can see here, it's delivered between the 29th and January 3rd. The reason I believe this is drop shipper is because today is 12/21, and if I were to ship an item like this, I could have it out the next day, and it would be to most places in the country much faster than the dates that are here. So drop shippers often extend their time period, so they give themselves more time to ship an item. Now, whenever we actually look at the feedback, a lot of these feedback will kind of tell you that often people are drop shipping, because here we have people getting the wrong items. This often happens when you're drop shipping because you don't know exactly what the person will be shipping out. And sometimes people send, or as we can see here, doll arrived as used. Whenever you are drop shipping from Walmart or one of these places, you don't really know what they're sending out. It's difficult to know the condition of the items whenever you're drop shipping. Again, I'm going to say I'm not 100% sure this is a drop shipper, but to me, I'm looking for long lead times. I'm looking for a lot of, or at least 3 to 5% negative feedbacks. And sometimes when you're reading this, a person will actually say that it was drop shipped. And here we have another incorrect item being sent out. And a lot of these just have to do with whenever you're drop shipping, you have no idea what the company you're drop shipping from is sending out. That's why it's so important to have a good relationship. So I just wanted to show you what a few of the ways to tell who is a drop shipper, and hopefully you will stay within the Amazon guidelines and stay clear of these things now that you know about them. There are other ways like online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, finding wholesalers, doing private label, selling used books. There's a lot of ways to make money within the Amazon guidelines, so I would just stick to those. Thank you very much. Have a great day and make some money using OAXRAY. Hello, everyone. Before you leave a comment below and ask me whatever question you have about your Amazon business, and I'll answer it in another video.